Hey, it's Mr. Becker here. We're going to put some equations into slope-intercept form. Let me just get focused here. As you can see, I'm recording from my luxurious apartment. Behind me is one of my walls. I don't mean to brag, but my apartment has several walls. It's very impressive. Okay, so the first equation we're going to put into slope-intercept form, which of course, remember, is y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept, is 8x minus 4y equals negative 4. So the whole goal here is to get the y by itself, okay? So in this equation, the first thing we're going to do to get y by itself is we're going to take this 8x and we're going to move it over here. And the way you move something, the focus does not agree with me. The way you move something is to add or subtract it, whichever is the opposite. So to get rid of a positive 8x, we're going to subtract 8x from both sides. So here we go. We're going to go minus 8x. And guess what? Negative 4 and negative 8x, they're not like terms. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this negative 8x off to the side like this, okay? So what happens is 8x minus 8x, boom, gone. And so what we have is negative 4x, or negative 4y, equals, and I'm going to put the negative 8x first, negative 8x minus 4. So now I'm just putting the two terms next to each other, negative 8x minus 4. All right? And so next, we need to get rid of this negative 4. This negative 4 is multiplying by the y, so what we're going to do is we're going to divide everything by the negative 4. Okay, so that cancels those negative 4's out, and so we're left with y equals negative 8 divided by negative 4, negative 8x divided by negative 4 is positive 2x. And then we have a negative 4 divided by negative 4, which is positive 1. And now guess what? Y equals 2x plus 1 is slope-intercept form. And now we can look at this equation and see that the slope is 2 and the y-intercept equals 1. All right, that's how simple it is. All right, so let's do yet another one. Let us take 5 parentheses x plus y parentheses equals 20 plus 3x and see how we would do that one. So before we can get y by itself, we have to do some simplifying. All right, everything needs to be simplified before we can start this process. So I see some distributive property we can do. Okay, so there's that. All right, so now I see in order to get y by itself, we have this 5x here. So to get rid of this positive 5x, I'm going to subtract this 5x. Over here, guess what? We have something that's like terms. So, boop. So 5y equals 20, and then 3x minus 5x is negative 2x. And just because I want it to be, or we should all want it to be, in the y equals mx plus b form, and right now that's b and that's mx, I'm just going to switch it around, and we're going to do 5x equals negative 2x plus 20. Okay? And then we still have to get rid of this 5, and so we're going to divide everything by 5. And so y equals, so negative 2 over 5, we can just leave that as, a fraction. So that's negative 2/5 x, and then 20 divided by 5 is 4. So we're left with y equals negative 2/5 x plus 4. And so the slope is negative 2/5, and the y-intercept is 4. All right, so when we get equations into slope-intercept form, that makes it easier to see what our slope and y-intercept for. And when we start graphing lines, you'll see why that's very important. All right, this has been my video. Have an awesome day.